stop the cat. Like that woman yesterday, she was like,
"You call animal control, B.Tim, not the police."
I once did have a possum in my trash. I was like younger, and I did call the police on the possum.
There is a creature in my trash can hissing at me, trying to attack.
My job is here to protect and serve. For me to be a catalyst to young people.
Call the police.
He's trying to steal my trash.
I was like, he's in the trash. I can't get rid of the police officer. Just literally kicked the trash can to the side and it just ran off.
My job is here to protect and serve.
Did I hear you say earlier that you called the police to get a possum out of your trash?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
What's up?
What the fuck, man? Why would you do that? They were probably like this pussy here.
Remember, I'm always here, not just for the bad stuff, but for the good stuff, right?
Literally, I was like, I open up the trash can, I'm looking like, and I looked, and the thing literally was snarling at me with
I looked in there, and there's a possum in there, and he was hissing at me like he wanted to bite me. Bite me.
You screamed, didn't you, bitch?
No, I didn't scream. I did not scream.
You definitely screamed. You jumped back.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. I don't need to touch him.
Right.
I need to know the conversation.
They didn't really have a conversation. They came and they just kicked the can over and then walked away.
And they said, "See you later."
I'm never, ever gonna let that go.
Listen here.
My brain was like, what? Did he just say he called the cops on a possum?
Remember, I'm always here, not just for the bad stuff, but for the good stuff, right?
Well, that was the first time I seen it that up close, okay?
Yeah.
It had these giant fangs, and I had no clue about
They look like a huge rat.
He's showing his teeth. Look at him.
Look at him.
That.
See,
look
I knew that
Guys,
thing was kind of wild.
Look at this. He's showing his teeth.
Hey, listen, I was 15 years old. I didn't know anything better.
Big old vagina.
If he turns around and bites you.
Got these big canines ready to crunch.
Hey, wait a minute. I don't need to touch him.
I mean, I regret my actions. I'm sorry. I did not know any better. I thought that was what you were supposed to do. And luckily...
But the cops wanted to, bring him to prison or something. Take that possum out of here. Bring him back to the zoo.
He was hissing at me like he wanted to bite me. So that's why I called you.
Remember, I'm always here, not just for the bad stuff, but for the good stuff, right?
I didn't know anything about goddamn possums. I'm in New York. I see a possum, and I see this giant, rat with giant fangs in there. I overreacted.
Got these big canines ready to crunch.
Yeah,
you called the popo on a possum.
You're watching Nature Channel and stuff. 15. You should have known what a possum was.
Right.
Come on.
No one forced B.Tim to disclose that one species profiled a possum and called the cops on a harmless, innocent creature. He chose to tell us that
that's
story.
so true.
Oh my God, that's great.
Nobody pulled it out of his ass.
Let's screenshot that.
I get no respect around you. No respect.
Hey,
Actually saved the possum's life, and you guys.
How do you know that? Maybe he kicked it and he kicked it over and he ran into
maybe he got brain damage.
Or shaking possum syndrome.
Mr. Possum, you're under arrest.
Remember, I'm always here, not just for the bad stuff, but for the good stuff, right? My job is here to protect and serve.